Today, I want to talk to you about our stories as the source. The profound concept that the story is the source stands at the cornerstone of both emotional intelligence and your personal power. It's the deep understanding that our feelings are far from random or arbitrary occurrences. They're, in fact, direct reflections of the narratives we meticulously construct, many times unconsciously, about our past experiences. These narratives, whether they're whispered in the quiet corners of our minds or boldly stated out loud, serve as the intricate lens through which we interpret the world. It's the unique and deeply interpersonal relationship that we have with our reality and how we respond to it. It is a unique and deeply personal interpretation that in turn dictates the entire landscape of our emotional reality. For many, this emotional landscape is a territory where conditioned automated responses govern their reactions to what they encounter in the physical reality. It's a reactive stance that often places us in a moment where we feel like our life is completely out of control. And really, it is at that moment. As they find as we find ourselves reacting to an old belief, a deeply ingrained story that we created long ago based upon some intense emotional response to something that happened. The inherent challenge with this automatic reactivity is that our energetic compass, our innate guide to well being, is overridden, leaving our behavior purely reactive rather than being able to intentionally make a choice. When we start moving on this journey to heightened consciousness, the spiritual awakenings, these ingrained reactions become very significant roadblocks. They're hindering our progress in spiritual growth. And it's common for people to refer to them as issues or sources of pain, often with a powerful desire or choices to mask that pain. They don't want to deal with it. Or they may make a firm declaration about having overcome the issue that they now wield complete control of their lives. And there's nothing further from the truth. I remember a woman one time who said, I had real issues with my father, and now I've dealt with them. And I have control of my life. I'm doing great. My response was, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way. The truth is, anything that enters our energetic psychological system becomes a permanent part of it. It never goes away. In a sense, it's never ceasing to exist. It's always going to be there. When you create a story around having handled or resolved an issue in a way that buries it, you're in essence granting it power to continue to have complete effect on you with no option on your part to block it so that you can move to a higher energetic spiritual level. You might not even recognize the emotions that it's causing because even though they're directly related with the issue, maybe in the case of this woman with her father, that she thinks she resolved, will reappear with different looks, different feelings or manifestations, yet they create profound disruptions in our life. The real secret to true liberation from these lingering influences lies not in suppression or denial, but in the radical act of just accepting and loving them, to deeply understand their origin and their purpose, to genuinely thank them for what they once did to protect us and take care of us. They served a purpose. Then, with mindful intention, you gently let it know that it's no longer needed. I really appreciated what you did. That experience was very difficult for me. However, today's different. Today, I have more choices. I'm able to take care of myself better. I live at a higher vibrational level. This transformative approach allows you to make a conscious, authentic choice moving forward while simultaneously acknowledging that there's some residual effect there. This is the most potent way to safeguard your path forward, ensuring that you're paving it with peace, joy, and love. It empowers you to make authentic choices that genuinely increase your vibrational state, becoming the co creator of the life of your dreams, a life of harmony, balance, love, and intentional choice and design.